Hey, everybody. So, hey, everyone. In case you're new around here, I am Hillary Buholz, and I'm here with Patty Quinn, and we are so excited because we also have a very special guest with us here today.
We do. I'm super excited to introduce you to an amazing inventor, like phenomenal genius of a dog lover, and she's, of course, got her furry best friend with her, Max. This is Jenn from PocoPet. Thank you, Jenn, for being with us today.
Hi.
I'm super excited to have you with us. So for anybody who doesn't know, PocoPet are the makers of a little portable dog carrier that fits in your pocket. Lightweight, amazing product that I think all of us, that have smaller pups, would love to have and carry, so you can take your furry best friends on all your travels and adventures. So thank you again for being with us, Jenn. It's great to have you here.
It is an honor, really. I was so glad to be asked. So I love the community you have built, and I just, it's great to be here.
Thanks.
Well, I love this idea that you came up with for this, lightweight, easy to carry little travel dog carrier. So if you can tell us a little bit about what the inspiration was and how you got started on it, that would be awesome.
Yeah, sure. So I'm glad you think it's a good idea. It was an idea that I needed myself, and I couldn't find it. So here we are. This is Max. Say hi. And he is a Mexican rescue. I was living in Mexico for a couple of years, and I ended up adopting him. He's the first dog I ever had, and he has just absolutely changed my life. He's wonderful. Yeah. And then we moved here to Oregon. We live in Portland now, and we started exploring, the Pacific Northwest. It's so pretty here, and we're always going on hikes. And one day, he got stung by a bee, and I had to carry him 45 minutes back to the car. And thank goodness he was okay. He just really wouldn't walk much. So, and that's, I had the need before to have a carrier with me occasionally, not all the time. So not so much that I would actually carry some kind of big bulky thing, because most of the time he walks just fine. But so then I really started looking for a carrier that was really small, really light, very compact. And there's just nothing out there. Everything is thick and heavy. Maybe, they're like the baby sling style so I invented it. And it's
that's amazing. Yeah. Show it to tell everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having trouble with that.
No, you're good.
Figuring out which way to go. But so this is this way. Okay, sorry. This is the size of it. And then when it opens up and it holds dogs up to 15 pounds. And this is what it looks like.
Oh, that's sweet. Just like a little sling. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sling for your fur baby.
Yeah. And it has mesh, so, it doesn't get hot, and the strap's adjustable, so it fits most everyone. And it's, and then, there are other times too, not just hiking, of course, but when I have to just run into a little store for a minute, but I can't leave them outside. These small dogs, you get so nervous when you leave them outside.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, so that's where the idea came from.
That's really neat. So what are the things that mean this is just, it sounds like your adventure with Max and having your pup get a bee sting and all of this that kind of triggered this idea. What inspires you? What's the thing that motivates you day in and day out? Where do you, this is that's not everybody just goes, okay, yeah, I need this thing, but I'll let somebody else figure it out and hope somebody makes what I'm looking for later. You've got to be driven, right? There's got to be some inspiration or motivation behind all of that. What is that for kind of the day-to-day for you?
Yeah. Well, I've had small businesses before, so
okay.
And really, I'm an idea person. I sometimes will have, I call them genius ideas. They may not be,
Of course they are.
A lot of ideas, this thing should exist. This thing should exist. But this thing I actually really needed, there's so many times I just needed this product and it really didn't exist. So when I had the idea, and I based it on all those little reusable shopping bags that we're also familiar with, so I kept it to that same size purposefully because we're also used to it, It's not a big deal to carry that. But taking an idea from a concept from idea to overseas manufacturing and import. Like it's a big leap.
Big undertaking.
Huge, bigger than I ever could have thought. But so you're right that there are things that just keep me inspired every day to keep me going. And it's really hearing stories and feedback from customers. And I love it because it reminds me, first of all, this whole thing is about dogs and helping little dogs and helping people really, ultimately it's almost, I try to think of it like an act of service to people because our dogs just bring us so much comfort, especially in a time like this, so if we keep them healthier and happier, it keeps us healthier and happier. And so it's kind of this little circle of life. But so I love hearing from customers, and I heard from a woman who uses a wheelchair, and she said her little dog is her service dog. And so she bought 2 PocoPets because she uses them to go on the bus with her dog. And she said, it just makes my life so much easier. And just lots of stories from people who have older dogs or, dog missing a leg. And sometimes they just need a little hand. And it's those stories. It's just those like happy life stories that keep me going.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
That is great. That's really cool. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for being with us today. She says hi from Cape Cod.
Hi.
So what's been the biggest surprise as you've kind of gone through this journey of, you mentioned you've had other small businesses, but this one has kind of been a big undertaking. What's one of the biggest surprises that you've experienced? Yeah,
this is definitely the biggest small business I've started. But I think the biggest surprise has been the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And that threw a wrench into my plans for last year. Of course, we just launched in 2019 and focused on wholesale. And so we're in over 100 stores around the world, which is wonderful.
Wow. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
We want to be everywhere to help all of us.
Yeah.
But then in 2020, of course, then we also had a lot of live events planned, and I was actually going to go across the country in my RV and do all the like really fun dog events. There's some big, dog walks and fundraisers, but that was all canceled. So, if the question was, challenges, or I can't remember exactly, but last year has been, a really big challenge shifting to online and social media and really trying to connect in a human way in social media.
Yeah. Do you see those the in-person events happening this year? Have you looked into that yet, or seen if any of those are? I've seen them rescheduled, but I haven't. But I haven't looked to see if they're actually going to be taking place yet.
Yeah,
because that would be great to participate in those things.
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, it's a good question. I think a lot of them have hopeful dates. They have been rescheduled. And just this morning, I actually got an email from one here in Portland, the Doggy Dash, which is a big fundraising event. And they have a date in May, but I think it's a hopeful date at this point.
Yeah. It's so hard to make plans at this point, especially for things like travel and stuff like that.
Yes.
You don't know. So.
Yeah, because that's definitely something we would love to get more involved in as well as the in-person events. I think that's just really important to be able to chat with people and your fans and, the people that care about your business and want to see you succeed and grow and all that stuff. People helping people, right?
Absolutely.
That's important.
And then also, there's another thing. I think a lot of people, since this hasn't existed before and it's really it's so small, it's hard to believe that this is a full-size pet carrier. So I think there's education piece. So being in person where you could no, here, try it. You have with you, just try it, see if it works. And so that's really fun because then I get to see the little dogs too. So.
Exactly. Well, talking about people helping people and all of that, you also give back. Your company gives back, and I'd love to know a little bit more about the charity work that you do. That would be great to hear.
Yeah, that's a really important part of it for me. And I actually want to grow that part over time as I grow the business. So we donate a meal for every order we ship. So whether that's to a rescue or a shelter, we have different organizations that we partner with. And our most recent one has been the Wonder Dogs in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh.
And what I really love about them, and Grace, who started, is a powerhouse, but they, it's interesting because it's not a pure rescue. What they do is they empower youth who are in need and at risk in different ways. They empower them with life skills by focusing on animal rescue. And so by rescuing animals, you know, they're teaching life skills and community skills and communication skills. And so I love supporting them. It's great work.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
That sounds like a really wonderful organization. You know, like, especially once you have kind of people with any sorts of challenges, being able to connect, like having an animal or a dog, it just makes that kind of bridge so much easier to make, and then kind of bringing them out of their shell, or, you know, whatever the case may be. That's huge. So I love that idea. Yeah,
I think it's a really unique organization. When I first found them, I was like, this is cool. This is, you know, and it kind of, I guess it really goes back to what I was saying. Like, even just the PocoPet helps people. It helps dogs, but then it helps people, and it's this little circle, and it's kind of the same thing they're doing. Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Yeah. No, it sounds like the perfect fit.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, do you have any other fun things? I know we kind of talked about the pandemic putting a damper on some of the things that are happening this year, but do you have any fun things that are happening this year, or anything new coming out that you'd like to share?
Yeah. So there's, I can't talk about it yet because actually it may not happen because of that pandemic, but I may be on a national TV show with a very well-known dog celebrity.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, yeah. Here's hoping, but I'll let you all know, of course.
That's huge. Congratulations. Even just to be on the docket, like we wish you all the best with that. I hope it just goes wild and crazy, that everybody runs out and gets PocoPets and PocoPets. I'm sorry, I did it again. PocoPets. I gotta go back and take my Spanish class. I gotta go back and take my basic Spanish class.
No, people always say it both ways. And I think maybe Poco, I don't, you know, it's almost like pocket pet, or like.
That's what I keep thinking of it as being a pet in a pocket. So I keep thinking of pocket, but I think either way, right?
Yeah.
You know, the name will stick with you, and that's all that matters, right?
Yep. And then we are also going to be releasing a new product, and that'll be coming in the end of March or early April when my shipment arrives. And it's actually, I haven't told anyone yet, but I'll tell you guys. It's a matching dog waste bag dispenser in the same colors that the PocoPet. So when you have the PocoPet on your leash, like just hanging down, you can have a matching, a little matching.
Oh, well, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And it also comes, there's other accessory, right? There's like a little liner, like a cushion that you can purchase that'll go in it as well. And you've got some other things in your store that, you know, besides the carrier, I think that are really, they all go together very nicely, right?
Yeah, thank you. I try to keep it all. You know, I don't ever want to just sell more stuff. That's not, you know, you could buy stuff anywhere. So everything that I'm selling, I either design myself to fit with the PocoPet, or is just really useful things. So we sell a fleece liner that goes right inside the PocoPet. So it's really handy because it makes it, now you have a 4-season bag and you don't need multiple carriers. You really, you know, the PocoPet as it is perfect year round. But if you live in a place that gets a little cold, you put the fleece liner in and then you take it out. It's really nice. And then
I probably want the fleece year round just to make it more cushy for my pup.
It's so cozy.
Because Ginger's just not spoiled enough already. So. And she would fit perfect in your bag. She's only 7 pounds.
Oh, okay. We'll have to get Ginger one. Would she like blue or black? Do you think better?
Oh, stop. So no, that would be sweet, but you don't have to. I'm just saying, if Ginger was to have a PocoPet, she would have to have the fleece liner and the matching bag dispenser and all the other wonderful goodies that go with it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be competing with Paris Hilton with my little Chiweenie, but you gotta aim high in life, right?
Well, we could make a fur-lined one, a fake
There you
fur-lined
go.
one.
There you go.
Bejeweled,
Hey, I love
you
glitter, so.
you never know. You never know. Oh, well, this has been a lot of fun chatting with you today. Thank you so much for your time. I know you've got a super busy schedule. We'd love to get everybody to learn more about where they can find PocoPet and more information about all the good things that you're doing. Where would you like to send folks for more information?
Yeah, so our website is thepocopet.com, and on Instagram and Facebook, we're at the
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. And that's POCOPET,
Yes.
right? So
yes.
super easy.
See if I can hold up our little logo there. POCO.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's the website is the PocoPet.
The PocoPet. So everybody rush there right now. Fill up your shopping cart with as many of these adorable, lightweight, super easy to use and carry pet carriers. And you can take your small little furry best friend on every adventure you go on from here on
And
out.
there is a link to the PocoPet.com in this description as well. So you can find it there as well. So.
Yeah, that way you don't have to type anything out. You got the link and you're ready to go. That's fantastic. Well, that's great. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. We have one more fun announcement to make, and that is today's giveaway winner. So thank you. Drum roll to Sheila McRae. Thank you, Sheila.
Yay, Sheila.
You win a free PocoPet pet carrier. So that's fantastic. I'm super excited for you. And thank you, Jen, for donating the prize. I know that's going to be a huge hit for Sheila. Sheila, we will contact you directly and we'll get your name and address and all that good stuff and send it off to Jen, and she'll get that prize to you right away. So thanks so much, everybody. Hope everybody had a great time. If you have any other questions or anything for Jen, please leave them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to make sure that she gets them and can get answers to you and all that good stuff. And, dog mom birthdays, or, just there's always a good reason to have a fun, unique prize and gift that for your furry best friends and all that good stuff. So we hope we've inspired you to go out and get some. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.